October 31st, 2020. October 31st, 2020. Jack Skellington aka Mr. Pumpkin King. Apologia pro vita, vita est muert es vita. To the faithful departed and all those who were lost somewhere along the path of life and have entered the world beyond our own, I say, blessings. May he that watches over the dead have mercy on your souls, and may you find eternal rest. All go unto one place, all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. Ecclesiastes 3:20, Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend into heaven, thou art there; if I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning, and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. Psalm 139:1-10, Greeting to all whose eyes may behold or eyelids try to read the words of this haunted and blessed, this cursed but prophetic, this living but dead manuscript. Isn't it a pleasure to find form and understanding in this most cursed time of life that we profoundly live in? What are the virtues? How does one acquire them? What are the means? It's profound to seek truth, even if it is only a muse from beyond that's tangible truth for a few exceedingly forsaken who sit around refusing domestication. What you seek is seeking you, and the truth lies somewhere between here and the sacred silence of sleep. We set off on a very real holiday that's not fiction at all. The one where the heathen can shine like their true selves and not have to worry so much. Where a trick is a treat and decoration of evil spirits and lurking ghosts are. Where a nightmare is a floating place of peace and an uncanny valley for those fond of foolishness and praise folly. The time is now. And the nightmare is here. Happy Halloween. No, stuttered the Pumpkin King as he stumbled around in the tall spire of which was a laboratory of haunted goodness. This is all wrong. There's nothing more suspicious than frog's breath. In walks a quirky-looking Sally with a disjointed neck. Jack, I think you ought to get some rest. It's merely moments before twilight and the mummies are waiting for you, and nobody's seen the zombies for days. Some aliens were messing with Bill Murray, and now the only one left to fight the horde is me, you, and whoever else we can scrounge up. Sally, Jack asked thoughtfully. Do you think the Jolly Red Man will help us kill zombies? Sally replied ecstatically. Oh, Jack. I thought you would never ask. Let me get my crossbow. Playing on the radio somewhere in the background is a sonic song echoing through the landscape that seems to be reclaimed by nature. The lyrics are profound, and apparently it's the theme song. There's a cup of coffee waiting round every corner. Someday we wake up and find the corner's gone. Sturgill Simpson, The Dead Don't Die, 2019, The Dead Don't Die Focus features with Bill Murray and Kylo Ren. Sally asks Jack politely. Do the dead die? Sally seems to know the answer to the question. Jack, it's the theme song. Sally, when we rid this apocalypse of the ghoulish, we will have a parade. Giant balloons will be flying down Macy's window in a profound display of Halloween Town's hypothetical resentment for me. One disgruntled crokin at high noon, they sell popcorn, beer and balloons. Replied Sally. A say-op rock, none shall pass 2010. I see dead people, Jack said, gazing into the horizon. The Sixth Sense, Bruce Willis, Haley Joel Osment. I'm just a girl, standing in front of a skeleton, saying there is no unexpected zombie on the mini-map. Sally said, playing off the profound despair of their predicament. In the 2002 game Red Faction 2, produced by Volition and published by THQ, there is a gun in it called the Railgun, in which displayed enemies in the form of a mini-map-esque type inferred camera on the optics of the weapon. The weapons were manufactured on a base on Mars using nanotechnology. Jason Statham so famously voiced Shrike, the vehicle expert of the guerrilla faction. Sally has a similar apparatus on her crossbow. One to detect zombies lurking anywhere in Halloween Town. And with her and Jack they set off on their mission to find Santa Claus and help fend off their impending doom in the form of a zombie apocalypse. End scene 1. Today is October/31 and we have a great thing to do. Firstly, we have an amazing holiday of Halloween where we can celebrate the dead. Death being a sore thing to experience, and many people know that keen pain and grief that comes from loss. But some may argue that death actually does a disservice to culture, although in other cultures the people have harnessed traditions to worship their dead. It was published in a science journal about some of the more grotesque burial practices used when there was an epidemic. And there was a certain fear that the body count would become too large and they buried the dead face down in order to give glory to God. Or something close to that, as I come to understand. Anyway, this year Halloween falls on a blue moon and we'll see a crazy full moon. So do not be surprised if the crazies come out to play. Who knows, maybe we'll even get to see a full moon. Actually, every time a full moon is on Halloween it's actually always a blue moon. IFL Science, 2020, rare blue full moon will light up the sky on Halloween. But although the stage is set for a fantastic holiday, I can't help but be concerned about the impending zombies we may have to contend with. Hey, it's been a crazy year, who knows what else we may have to face. People born on October 31st killed but are not limited to Christopher Columbus, John Candy, and Rob Schneider. So what are you doing this Halloween? Going to a costume party? Taking your children trick or treating? Fighting off zombies? All I can say is that I love this holiday.